Leo, hi, welcome to your November reading. This is for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and any strong placement in your birth chart for the sign of Leo. Crosswatchers, you are welcome here. If you are interested in a Leo, please try to remember not to force messages to fit if they don't fit. These are for the collective, so they are general readings. Just check your other placements and other Leo readings on this channel. Take what resonates for you there. Leave the rest for someone else who may need those specific messages, okay? Energies can be interchangeable, meaning vice versa, so please use your discretion to put those energies where they best fit in your specific situations, okay? Please like, share, and subscribe. Leave a high vibrational comment. I love to hear from you. It helps my channel out greatly, and I appreciate all the love and support this far. So, all of that being said, Leo, I feel like we have a lot to unpack here today, so we are going to get right into this and see what is going on for the month of November 2025, okay? One more. Y'all, I don't know what's going on, but you'll probably hear a lot of sirens going on. All right. Something big, though. For Leo, November 2025, please. Those, no, okay. Okay, let's see what we got out here. Okay, to be fair, focus, truth be told, orphaned. Hey. Some of these, there's a couple energies up here that don't feel spectacular for you, Leo. Healing chaos, and then inner peace, okay? At the bottom of the deck, babies, we got breathe here, okay? So we're just going to go ahead and leave breathe out as well. Underneath that is caring connections, okay, and door to romance. So there are some things that are trying to come in, but I think they're very hidden here. But you're going to try and be fair here with whatever it is that you got going on here, whether it's with somebody, yourself, whatever the case is, you're trying to be fair. Your focus is going to be on point for the month of November, and the truth, whatever the truth is going to come to the surface here. You do feel quite abandoned by a situation here with this orphan card here. You feel like you were just left out in the cold. Some of you may be ghosting or being ghosted. But that inner peace that you're going to get from healing the chaos that is just floating around you, that is making things extremely uncomfortable here. Breathe through it, Leo. Like, it will be okay. But you are going to get that inner peace here. You're going to get it and maintain it, at least for the month of November. And again, if this is like a cutting contacts situation, I feel like you're going to do it this month, and you're just going to let things lay where they're at. Because I think a lot of you are fed up with what is going on. All right, let's just kind of take a peek at what the romance angels have to say. Just breathe, Leo. All right, this is for Leo. What is going on in their connection during the month of November 2025? Oof. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Okay? So some of you might not be, because at the bottom of the deck, that's why. Because unrecruited love is in here, okay? It's showing up at the bottom of the deck. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. But then underneath that is true love, but it is in the reverse, okay? I don't do these in reverse. I'm sure you could. But true love is there, but something is off here, okay? Maybe it'll come up in the reading, maybe it won't. We're going to get some messages from your spirit guides and see what they want you to kind of know and kind of focus on for the month of November, okay? One more. All right, Spirit, what messages does Leo Spirit Guides have for the month of November, please? Messages for Leo. All right. Listen to the voice within you when it persists, okay? Now, as a fellow Leo myself, I am very aware that there's some things that are not quite fair and balanced right now here. Trust in the wise spirits and your prayers will be answered. Anything else? Okay. It's not about being right. It's about doing the right thing. And sometimes the right thing just doesn't feel, it feels wrong, but sometimes you just gotta press on. The first step is taken. You have asked for help. Now, whether that's help from spirit or help from source or, and then your life plan is unfolding as it should is at the bottom here. Okay. So Leo, it's going to take a minute. It's going to be a process. You'll be able to do it. But there's some shifts that need to be had here. That truth, whatever this truth is, if it's you living in your truth, someone is going to be quite surprised with what they find when they actually get a glimpse of the authentic Leo. All right, we're going to get some cosmic insight and see what else will be coming in for the month of November. All right, for Leo, what else for Leo? For November, please. Pregnancy. Someone is expecting. Now, again, I don't deal with pregnancy. If you think you're pregnant, go to a doctor, okay? But this could be many things. This could be actual pregnancy. It's just nurturing something. It's growing something. It is, having good things coming in. Commitment. Things are getting serious. Patience. Just a few more months, good things come to those who wait. And then you get the Liar card. Be careful of someone sneaky. Leo, there is someone in your life that is being just lying about everything that they're doing. Everything that they got going on, they're lying about it. They're not being honest. Okay? Again, you have the truth be told card up here. So someone isn't being honest here. Okay. And they're not being honest to you, because it comes up, be careful of someone being sneaky. Let's see. Can I get one more, please? Woo! Those two did not flip. But gambling came out. Problems with addiction or gambling. Bad finances, Leo. Okay. Well, let's see what the tea has in store for you. What is going on for Leo in the month of November 2025? Please, Spirit, what is going on? What do Leos need to know? What needs to have light shed on it? Okay, one more. All right, my darlings, let's get into this. All right, for Leo Spirit for November. Okay. Hermit, Virgo energy. Queen of Swords, Virgo and Libra energy. Two of Wands, Aries. Ace of Wands in the reverse, fire energy. The Devil in reverse, Capricorn. The Wheel of Fortune, represented by the 4 fixed signs. So Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, and Scorpio here. Oh, Leo. Okay. So you have the King of Wands, and it's coming out like this. So I'm going to have to just assume that that's coming out in the reverse. So you got the King of Wands in reverse here. And you have you showing up here, Leo, as Strength in the reverse. As a reader for me, the King of Wands is the Leo card, but it also represents Aries and Sagittarius, just to be clear. Yay. At the bottom of the deck is the Chariot for the overall energy. Oh, you got the 5 of Cups in the reverse under there. Okay. There's acceptance. Okay. And then the Moon, something isn't being seen here. And then there's this pause that has been put on whatever it is that you can't see, because the universe doesn't want you to see it yet. And there is fear. There is fear here. And anxiety and the illusions of what is. Your subconscious is really playing up on you right now, okay? But being that these two, okay, I'm going to leave these out together. Okay, so there is movement, there is action, there is everything that you need. Cancer energy here with the 5 of Cups in reverse, that Scorpio energy. There is movement, there is action, okay? There is determination. There is a willpower to do whatever needs to be done here, okay? But there's also that acceptance, finding peace. There will be personal setbacks. There will be self-forgiveness for the things that you weren't able to fix. And for some of you, yes, there is going to be moving on away from this energy here. Now, again, do I know specifically for every single person out there if this is moving away from a person, a thing, a situation? No, I don't. But we're just going to do it as a collective. So there is some soul searching here, really digging deep. Okay, so having that focus to go to dig deep, to get that truth, your truth within yourself about the situation, okay? You're seeking the truth from you, from others, okay? And being alone and just having that inner guidance, allowing your spirit guides and source to lead you where you need to go. You got the clarity, okay? You're really making clear boundaries here. And you are very good at direct communication, Leo. You're clear-minded. Your perspective is what it's supposed to be. You know what it is that you want. You know what it is that you don't want. You know what you can deal with. You know what you're not going to deal with here. So a decision has been made here. A path has been chosen. You have chosen the path that it is that you want to go down. Okay? You are planning big things here. You are making decisions. You are doing what it is. You are discovering what is going to work for now, for you in the here and now. Okay? You're making these plans. But again, with that Ace of Wands in reverse, there are delays on what it is that you're wanting and seeking. Okay? And you have a lack of motivation. Okay? A lack of passion. Things are just feeling really kind of, ooh, you know, I want to do this. I know I should do this, but I just can't. But you feel very weighed down here. But you're releasing limitations here. Okay, or whatever beliefs that were holding you back, you are going to release them. You're exploring your dark thoughts, your dark side here with this devil in reverse. Don't get creeped out by it. It's just the shadow side of you that is coming out that obviously you need to put some work into and clear some of that up. But there is detachment, okay? Regaining control of yourself, of the situations that you're in, but you are still lacking that will. You've just thrown your hands up in the air and said, you know what? Do what you do. Because what you've already done has already made its mark. So you're kind of going with that. Okay, but you do have some good karma coming in here, good karmic life cycles that have come to completion. Destiny is playing a role here. You are at a turning point, okay? You're at a turning point. You're going to make the decision of what it is. You've made the decision of what it is. And it's inevitable, okay? The ups and downs, the unpredictability about what is going on in your life for the month of November. Leo, you have to breathe through it. Do not let the fear consume you. The ones of you that have been suffering with the feelings of loss and grief and all of that, make sure that it is a true, authentic loss and something that you should be grieving. And it's not just something that you are telling yourself because things aren't in alignment right now. Okay. You might be impulsive in November. You're being ruthless. You're not caring about what it is you're saying and thinking and doing. You don't care because you have put yourself in a position to where you might have been taking so much mess from somebody else that you don't care now. Now you are going to get the flip reverse of that. And that's why I said a lot of people who deal with Leos don't truly know their authentic Leo until they're pushed for that Leo to come and show their self. Okay. But your expectations are a little bit high right now. You're being hasty here with some decisions, maybe hasty with some of these words and this clarity that you're just kind of letting fall out. Leo, sometimes we need to, never mind. I'm not even going to say that because that would be a lie. Because we say what needs to be said. And if people don't like it, it is kind of is what it is. You are with this strength in reverse. You are pulling so heavily on your inner strength. to get through whatever situations you have been previously going on to and that are rolling over into November. Because we're sitting at October 30th today, when this will be posted. There is a weakness. There is low energy, raw emotions here, Leo, extremely raw emotions. And there's a struggle here, and you're being very prideful. Okay. So you need to kind of bring that down just a bit here. Okay. So that you can really see what is going on. But you're standing your ground. You're kind of being with that clarity and that mouth with the Queen of Swords, kind of cold and detached from the situation. But whatever this devil energy is kind of forced you to kind of be in that. It's a good thing it wasn't in the upright, because then you had a whole other mess of things to worry about. But in the reverse, you're releasing things. You are releasing the shadow side of you. So some things might come up that might not be, people are going to be like, what did Leo say? We can't do that, Leo. But it seems that this is destined to play out the way that it is. Like I said, just breathe. Just breathe. And you'll get there. Get some clarity on some of these, not all of them. We're going to start off with that 5 of Cups in reverse in the overall with the Chariot, but I'm focusing mostly on that 5 of Cups in reverse here. Okay, that acceptance of what is. Because you're no longer feeling the pain and the loss and the grief of it. You are now just in the accept it mode. So if whoever it is that you're dealing with, or whatever situation that you're dealing with, you're tired of talking now. They're not listening. So you have to accept what it is. You can't grieve for them. You can't feel the loss of them. There's no point in it. They've made everything very clear to you, Leo. So just accept it and move past it. That 2 of Wands came out, but that's not what we're doing here. Okay, clarify that 5 of Cups in reverse in the overall, please, for Leo. King of Swords. As a reader for me, that's Aquarius, but it also represents Gemini and Libra. Yeah, there is someone who is being very cold and detached here. Okay, so you have the King and Queen up here. So there is a divine coupling here, but you both are kind of being cold and detached from each other. Okay, and it's almost like no fucks are given here on either side at this point. It's like, yeah, okay, well, you did this and you were acting this way, so I'm going to do and say this too. It's a manipulative energy here too with that King of Swords. The Queen of Swords in reverse. So again, Leo, you don't fold under nobody, man or woman. It does not matter. You do not fold on anything, anywhere. So when it comes to this person that you're dealing with, or this situation that you deal with, you're trying to cower. Don't cower. Stand in your power. Give them as good as they're giving you. Okay? Because 2 can play this game. Okay? All right. Let's do the Ace of Wands in reverse here. The Page of Swords. Yeah, there's delays, but again, you're observing the situation as it is. You are seeing things as, with you having that lack of motivation, Leo, all you can really do is kind of observe and see what's going on, what movements are being made here. You're just observing. You're just kind of chilling. You're hanging out here just, knowing that there's a struggle, knowing things that are hard for you here, and that heartache and betrayal from a lover here, okay, that there's still hope for, okay? Yeah, so you're observing the situation, okay? Clarify the devil in reverse. The Two of Swords in reverse. Yeah, there's that indecision, but what is the indecision for here? Are you indecisive about releasing, okay, your limited belief, your expectations? Or are you questioning if you're supposed to release that shadow side of you? Yeah, you're not sure what to do here. With that Knight of Wands coming in, you're not sure what to do here. One minute you do, the next minute you don't. It's kind of like an unstable energy here. Something has you feeling like your stability is, you're grounded. Your grounding is not what it's supposed to be. One minute you want to make a decision about it. The next minute you're like, oh, fluff it. You know, I'm just going to let that darkness out and deal with it as it comes. Seven of Swords in reverse. You're not fighting it no more. You're not fighting to be that stable energy for anybody, for anything, because that chaos that you have swirling around you is making it to where you cannot ground yourself. Okay? You cannot ground yourself. This is a cycle that you, Leo, are going to have to go through. You are going to have to go through the chaos of what it is to push yourself past this, because again, this is karma that is happening. This is good karmic things that are coming in for the stuff that you've done that have been good. Okay. So there's good karmic cycle that is going on right now. And this is just you with that self-reflection and soul searching. This is all coming up because it now needs to come up, because you've been pressing things down so hard that now it needs to come up. You're not going to fight it no more. You're not going to defend it. You're not going to do anything. You're just going to let it come, and you are going to let it roll and flow. And that's why you're kind of feeling it's not necessarily dark bad, but it is just things, thoughts, feelings, pain that you have just continued to push down and push down and push down that are kind of coming to the surface, and we got to start pushing this. Okay. Strength in reverse. Because it's going to cut me off. Seven of Swords. You have the strength to get through this. Stop telling yourself that you don't. You will get through this. You will get through it. You're lying to yourself, telling yourself that you won't be able to do it. You won't be able to fix it. You won't be able to change it. You will. But you're still suffering with that grief and that loss here. Leo, come on. You got to release it, baby. You got to let it go. And it causes anxiety and fear and sleepless nights. You're overthinking the situation. You're too in your head about the situation. Oh, Lord. Okay, let's close this off with the season of the witch. Okay. If it does cut off, I will come back with the part 2 of it, I guess, just to close it out. Okay, for Leo. November 2025, please. Okay. Leo, you got Cauldron here. Bewitching? Yes, it is. Okay. Blink, and you shall see. A bubbling desire left in the brewing rain. Okay. So, bewitching? Yes, it be. Blink, and you shall see. See what your Leo has. Leo, you know what you have. You know what you can do here. Don't let people fool you. All right, Leo, that is what I have for you. I hope this helps. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next.